So moving swiftly on, we did stuff we did, spoiler-free reviews of the things that we did. I didn't do any cinema trips this week, unfortunately.
No.
So I have no spoiler-free cinema reviews to do. But I've watched 2 seasons of 2 different TV shows, okay? So I can do those, yeah?
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you very much. The first one, I did the first season of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, nice.
Have you seen this, Jack?
I have not.
Okay, I first saw it a fair few years ago, and I remember liking it, but like if memory is recalling correctly, I wasn't a big fan.
Right.
Going back and revisiting it, it is so good.
Yeah?
Honestly, if you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. Like, Jason, have you seen it?
I haven't. That's one of my little blemishes right now on my TV watching resume is that I'm a huge Seinfeld fan, and I know that Larry David is one of the creators behind Seinfeld, and he's actually the inspiration for George Costanza. And I remember being in the same situation you just described, where I had started watching the first season, and I didn't understand what people were so enthused about. However, I did watch an episode recently, and I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? I got to get back down to this. So it's actually on my to-watch list this summer. I have to start at season 1, so I'll be catching up to you soon.
Nice. Yeah, honestly, it's so good, Jack. I cannot recommend it enough. The first season, I would probably give 4 out of 5.
Oh, okay,
Nice.
wow.
Yeah, so then because of that, I've never seen a single episode of Seinfeld before.
Okay.
Which I had to rectify it. So
You bought the
I think
block.
in one of the later seasons of Curb, they do it. There's like the whole season about a Seinfeld reunion.
Yep.
So I said to Kat, look, we can't watch any more Curb until I've gone back and watched Seinfeld. So I ordered the DVD box set off Amazon, and I have to admit, Jason, you're slightly responsible for this because I saw you do a tweet where I think someone was saying what's one of the greatest comedies of all time, and you posted
Right.
saying
Seinfeld. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and I was like, I keep seeing it kind of being mentioned and held up as this like pinnacle of comedy. So I thought, why not? And I watched the first season of that, which is only, I think, 5 or 6 episodes.
Yeah, 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's really short. But again, it's so much funnier than I was expecting it to be, because I kind of thought, like early Frasier and Friends, that it would kind of suffer with age a little bit.
Right.
But it's actually really holds up well.
Mm-hmm.
I think my favourite episode was probably the stakeout.
Oh, boy. I haven't watched that one in a while. Is that's the one when they're in the car with Newman?
No. So this one, he meets a woman at a party.
Right.
And he's there with Elaine, who's his ex, and he's not sure if this woman is single or not. He discovers that she was there with her cousin. He finds out where she works, and then he decides to wait in
and
the
they just
lobby.
say, like, Vandalay Industries, they're exporters and all that. Yeah, that's a great episode. Man.
Exactly. Oh, it was so good. So good.
I want to be an
I
architect.
love the structure. That line is the one that killed me.
Yeah.
Just when he just adds in, I'm an architect, and just the look that he gets given.
Yeah, it's
so
like,
good.
fuck you.
Yeah, I think George is my favourite character at the moment.
He is.
I really do.
And that's the sad thing about that show is that, and this is not a spoiler or anything like that, I'm not big on awards, but Jason Alexander is the only member of the cast that never got an Emmy. And he's the show. Everything that you'll see, like most of the show's supposed to be about Jerry and what he's going through, his trials and tribulations as a stand-up comic. But as you get the show going, you'll notice that the show is more and more about George. And it's sad because the stories are so great and he's such a great character, and yet he's never been rewarded for that. And so it's always been a pity for Jason Alexander.
Yeah, I mean, I love it every time he's on screen at the moment. And I've only just started season 2. We've done like the first 2 episodes.
Right.
But so season 1, just so good. I love the kind of like the way it's structured, where it keeps cutting to his stand-up routine. It's kind of drawn from what's happened in the episodes.
Yep.
So yeah, really good. I'd say, again, season 1 of Seinfeld probably, because it's so short, I think I'm going to say 3.5 out of 5. But it is,
That's fair.
like, it's consistently good.
Yeah. And like I said to you, it's going to pick up starting in season 3, 4, 5. You're going to see it get consistently better. There's an episode that I remember talking about with Sheila online, as a girl I interact with on Twitter. And I said, if ever you had to epitomize Seinfeld in one episode, it would be The Contest. And so I can't wait for you to get that. I think it's episode 1 of season 4. I'm not 100% sure, but it's called The Contest. And I'm going to leave it at that, but it's my favorite episode of Seinfeld. It is wonderful. So I can't wait for you to do that. Once you get to that episode, tweet at me, and we'll be able to talk about it just a little bit. It's great.
Awesome. Will do. That sounds good. But yeah, that's, apart from a couple of things that I'll kind of talk about with you, Jack, 'cause I know you want to mention them, that's kind of everything that I've done this week.
Yeah. I'm the same, Liam.